What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I do hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Real quickly before we get into the video, if you haven't done so already, if you could hit the subscribe button. If you're enjoying the video, hit the like button. If you've got any comments that you want to make, please feel free. Leave them in the comment section down below. Let's get into it, shall we? I am so glad that's over. What an absolutely ridiculous glut of games that we've just had to play. The fact that we've managed to drop in 2 games in the space of, 48 hours pretty much, in terms of full rest days in between games, is just phenomenal. And just some little stats for everybody as we move into this international break. And these are from LUFC data on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. It'll always be Twitter to me. Leeds are now unbeaten in 13 Yorkshire derbies away from home in the league. Won 8, drawn 5, lost 0, stretching as far back as February 2018. We are the kings of Yorkshire. That's just the way it rolls. That's just how it is. So the next big point to make in terms of just how ridiculous this run is. So that's now 34 points picked up from a possible 36 overall. So it's 12 matches, 11 wins, 1 draw, no defeats, 26 goals scored, 3 conceded, 9 clean sheets. We have now picked up an absolutely staggering 34 points from 36 in 2024. 34. Let that sink in. What we have done since the start of the year is it's just ridiculous. I mean, it truly, truly is, and it cannot be impressed upon enough what we have actually done and what we've actually put together. And for me, it just screams back to, I wasn't asked, I'll say it, I don't care. I wasn't asked about the performance tonight. What I wanted I just wanted the 3 points, go into the 9-day international break, and just move on. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted the lads to get a bit of a rest. And the real interesting thing is that the first half of the game, we weren't great. We were awful. We were appalling, but we were holding our own. Meslier, yet again, in another game, makes a couple of really, really important saves. The point-blank save he made at the start and the double save he makes later on in the game. He's doing it again. He's absolutely doing it again. For what the lads have been through, the distances that they've had to travel is just unbelievable. I'm so pleased for Patrick Bamford. That's 8 goals in 13 games since he's come back. Leading the line and doing really, really well. And if you look at it on the face of it, go across our forward line, take Rutter out of the equation, because that's what's that now for him? 13 assists he's got, I think, overall so far this year. But if you'd like Somerville, Piru, Bamford, James, Nonto, you can actually forget what I said. You can put Rutter into that. The goal contribution from our attacking line is nuts in terms of how it's all being spread about and just the level at which everybody is contributing, which just tells you that people are buying into the system. They're playing extremely well and they get the system and it's working. Yes, it might take us a couple of shots off to get the goals. Yes, our XG might be below what the expected XG is, but it still goes on to, we are winning games consistently. Bar the Huddersfield thing, we are winning games consistently. The lads have had the absolute shit kicked out of them for the last, 4 games. You could tell that they were knackered. The goal at the end of the first half was pivotal, I think. Absolutely pivotal. Somebody put a tweet out saying as well they were really pleased to see Rodon headbutt Firpo and factory reset him just before the goal for the cross that came in. I mean, what a cross that was as well, by the way. Bamford didn't have to do anything apart from get his foot to it. And that changes the game. That makes it a completely different second half. And we come out in the second half, and that goal that Nonto scores is a beautiful goal. A really, really good goal. Ball pumped forward by Meslier, Bamford brings the ball under control, plays it round the corner to Rutter, who then plays it round the corner to Nonto, who then runs onto the ball and absolutely smashes in a wonderful, lovely goal. Just a wonderful, wonderful goal. And the thing that was funny was Meslier turning to the home crowd and absolutely giving it big licks and wellies and all of that kind of stuff. He was just getting everything was getting thrown at him. Just absolutely everything was getting thrown at him. And just they stood up and they were counted. At the end of the day, the quality shone through. Like I said, and I've maintained, I don't care how the results coming up to the international break. I just want the wins. That's what I'm after. That's what I want us to do and get the points on the board. It means we now sit in second, and the pressure then goes back onto Ipswich, goes back onto Sheffield, goes back onto Leicester at the same time as well. And as we all know, anything can happen. We've seen it happen ourselves. So I am incredibly happy with how everything's gone. The second half was much better than the first. It's just a shame that Roberts didn't get the exclamation mark on by not saving it. But again, their keeper, Beadle, I think it's Beadle, isn't it? The saves that he makes, if he doesn't make those saves, we walk away tonight and it being probably 4-0, I think. At least 4-0, I think we walk away if Beadle doesn't make the saves that he actually makes. So, fair play to them, and fair play to Wednesday for trying to play football as well and not just try to sit in and shit house a result, which is something that we all get annoyed at, and that championshipy grizzled type of thing that we used to see in Huddersfield, and all of that kind of stuff. So I am immensely pleased that we can now sign off this weird period with that result and move on. Again, what we have achieved over the last 12 matches is nothing short of nuts. Nothing short of nuts. And bar the width of a post, that would actually be 36 from 36. Bar the width of a post. You cannot be anything other than happy. And it really funny on X at the start of it, because everybody was complaining, and it was like I'm scrolling through X as the game's thinking, and I'm thinking to myself, have we lost this already or something? And I'm just not aware of it, and what I'm watching is really, really far behind. The negative ninnies were just all out in force, and I get it. I get the frustration. But when you've played the amount of games that we played, you ain't steamrolling teams in that way at this point in time. It's just not going to happen. You are going to have to work your way into a match. Bear in mind, we were going to Wednesday in their backyard. They're off the back of 4 wins. They're confident. Doesn't matter where you are in this league. They're confident, and they're trying to maintain it, and they're fighting for their survival. And they made it tough for us, without overstretching us, which is, I think important to say. As poor as the first half was, I think we managed the game quite well. And then obviously getting the goal before halftime changes it. We get the goal midway or a quarter of the way through the second half, and the rest is history. I couldn't be prouder of this team and what they've achieved so far, but there is still a long way to go. There's still many twists and turns to go. I say it and I maintain it consistently. You earn your right to be where you are in this league, and you have to battle for every single point that is available to you, no matter what you think you deserve, or because we're Leeds United we deserve X, Y and Z. Don't work that way. You have to earn it, and we are going the right way about earning it. I think we've outpointed every other team in the Championship by 10 points, or the ones around us specifically anyways, so far this season. So that is one hell of a run. Farke knows what he's doing. This is his thing. This is his bag, getting teams out of the Championship. So, whatever we're cooking, it seems to be working, and long may it continue. That's going to do it for this one. If you haven't done so already, if you could hit the subscribe button. If you are new to the channel, also as well, if you've liked the content, please click the like button. If you've got any comments that you want to make, please feel free, leave them in the comment section down below. And I think we can now all go and get a very, very well-deserved rest. We can enjoy the weekend, regardless of what the outcomes are. We've put ourselves into second. We've immediately put pressure onto everybody else. Let's see what the weekend brings, and enjoy the international break. It's I'm just glad it's over, and I'm glad we get the win to sign it off. That's the most important thing. Don't care about the performance. It's the result that matters. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.